Hey, I rented this movie, and to be honest, it was good, but at the same time, it wasn't that good. You know, like nowadays they don't make good Scooby Doo movies, and I'm in love with Scooby Doo. That's my favorite show. That was favorite movies, but this is horrible. There is no good Scooby Doo movies out there in 2019.
Well, it's 2019, but there are fan art. There are also fan videos. Let's talk about that. Scooby-Doo: The Backstage Rage. It's a fan-made movie, actually. It goes up to at least... How long did it go? Because I lost track of that movie.
It goes up to 2 hours and 22 minutes.
It's really good, actually.
It's actually pretty good. Like, the movie is actually well planned and well animated as well. Like, if you want to see a good animated Scooby-Doo movie besides the ones that you see on TV, please watch that film. It's actually pretty good. Will you put in a link?
Yeah, sure. I'll link it down in the description below.
It's actually pretty good. It's actually made by one of his friends. And to be honest, it's a good fan film.
Yeah, the director is named Jordan. I can't go with the last name. But Jordan is one of my old classmates who loved Scooby-Doo, who respects the originals, actually. And I had to give a credit that the movie is well played, well set. The voice actors are quirky, but it's relatable to us because most teenagers, including adults, are more like they still act like teenagers.
Yeah.
So it's not set for kids in a way. It's more like for young teenagers, I guess. That's where he was trying to go for.
Yeah, like, as you can see in the movie, in the title as well, he also put it as PG-13. Mm-hmm. So you know it's not really meant for kids. Like does the other Scooby-Doo movies, just like this one.
What's the rating on this movie?
I think it's PG-13 as well.
Yep, and this is a 2 hour and 35 minute and 1 second.
And the reason why that movie is PG-13 is because it's live action, and kids can't handle a lot of scary stuff like that. That one creature, that one monster in the beginning of the movie, with the white face and the black eyes, that used to scare me as a kid, but. The one Scooby-Doo Backstage Rage is actually a pretty good one.
It actually is.
With actually making it look creepy and actually dealing with something.
And now this is not bad quality. This is not bootleg or anything. This is the original VCS. It's just that I think over the decades the color must have warped or something. But this is the actual thing, and it hasn't been well taken care of because of the bad, shitty movie this thing is, and it's a special edition. I just realized how bad that is. And widescreen. Why widescreen? No one likes widescreen. We prefer full screen. We're not in a theater.
People nowadays will get, the Blu-ray version of...
Oh, no. Don't get me started on Blu-ray. I hate them. I hate those formats. One, they're expensive. Two, you have to buy the Blu-ray DVD player. Why would you do that if you have a standard DVD?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, do you remember HD DVD?
HD DVD, I can't say.
Well,
I think I have.
It's basically back in the day. I think it was like 2000 or so. Sony was going to competition with another Sony HD DVD because they wanted to beat the outsource of Blu-ray of their expenses wise. They wanted to say it better. The only few movies that made it out for HD DVD was Transformers, Penguin. I don't remember the other two movies, but you know what were they for? They were meant for the original Xbox 360, where they had to build an accessory for DVD players. I don't think you ever seen those because they were limited at the time.
Yeah.
It was so stupid. It's like, why would you want to buy another accessory for your 360 if it could play media? And, oh my god, Sony beat the crap out of them, and Blu-ray is the dominant of the video nowadays.
It is dominant now. And then now we're having 4K as well, so that's one thing that we have to worry about.
Yeah, Ultra 4K, I'm not paying over $30 for that crap. So, movie-wise, the dialogue is one thing. And the characters are set how they're supposed to be, their personality. Sunflower, he's one of my favorite... Oh, no, not Sunflower. Yeah, Sunflower, a.k.a. Shaggy. He is one of my favorite quirky ones. Daphne, obviously. You gotta go with the hot Daphne. But sometimes I like nerds, so Velma was one of them, too. Then, the puppet... He kind of pissed me off a lot of times during it. It was like, can you just shut the fuck up? And I'm going to keep cussing. I don't care. I'm going to keep cussing. I love to cuss.
Yeah, the characters are actually pretty good in the movie. also how they look, like especially like how he drew them, like more like his style. Because like as for me personally, there's no right style of drawing. Like there's your own style, and it's your style. Like there's no right style of it. And I like his style, how he drew them. It's like it's very perfect. I like it, and plus the voice acting, especially the voice actor for Shaggy. That's actually pretty good. Like
Yeah,
they actually sound like him.
Yeah, I actually he told me about it that he had a few friends of his who done the voice acting that apparently they've been practicing to sound a lot like them to give it that tone and attitude the way how the character's supposed to interpretate.
Yeah.
Shaggy for one is one of my favorite. He done so well. Like I could barely do a Shaggy. Like I remember back in the elementary when I was addicted to Scooby Doo. Shaggy was one of my favorites. Let me try. Zoink! Geez, please, man, I can't do the freaking catch. I can only do, geez, man, I thought the traps were gonna work. But Scooby for this style was actually good. You get the actual dog look-alike. Scooby has been interpreted throughout many cartoons from the original Hanna-Barbera, and I think I got that name right, through, I believe, the recent ones, like how back in 2015 when Cartoon Network re-released the new style Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
I loved it, but I kind of hated it because it's more like I kind of got a teen drama vibe because Velma's in love with Shaggy. Shaggy doesn't want to get in that relationship because his best friend Scooby and all that. It's like a 3-way love triangle shit. I was like, what the fuck am I watching?
That was horrible.
And I mean, it was good. The style was there, but the dialogue and the story, including with Fred, I'm like, okay, Fred, look. Did your mom drop you when you were born? Because right now you're addicted to traps. Traps this, traps that, trap shit. And you can't even pay attention to the girl who's been eyeballing you, which is Daphne? Like, give me a fucking break, dude. Hit me with a fucking melon or some shit. Oh my god, I hated that show so bad.
But the funny thing about this movie is that, how he portrays Fred as a player.
Yeah.
He hit up a lot of girls, and Daphne's right there all mad at him. Like I think there was one scene where he actually got hit.
Oh yeah, he did. I think I remember that scene. I was laughing at that.
You guys, this video you might contain spoilers, so.
Yeah, I don't think that no one's gonna care anymore because the video has been out for over a week or so. So spoil really free, I guess, for anyone who doesn't want to be spoiled. I mean, if Jordan's watching this, the director, dude, you're doing a good job on your videos. Keep going at it.
Plus, I like it how like in the beginning of the video, he actually has the Hanna-Barbera logo with his drawing of Scooby-Doo in it.
Yeah, he's been. All his drawings are hand drawing, actually. Yeah. He uses Photoshop, from what I remember when he told me the behind the scenes when I was getting to know him. He said that he didn't want the fans to judge his style because there's a lot of judgment nowadays with style.
Yeah.
But he created his styles his own way, and he's actually been doing good at that. I don't know what his methods are because Photoshop and animation was completely not how I was taught in AI. Which, to be honest with you, AI was not true to its story about what methods to use. Some of them is true, but some of them is bad.
Yeah.
The ones how I was taught was the traditional, basically hand drawing and then doing this.
Oh yeah, I heard about that one, and plus I learned how to do it as well because you have to grab a bunch of pieces of paper,
a ton of papers,
and then you have to draw every
movement,
every
from
movement
this to this, and then you play it, and then it does this whole smooth movement.
Yeah, and then
oh my fucking god! I remember I had 400 pages of one scene only, and it was bad. I hated it so much.
I would have liked it. Because for me, me, I want to become a cartoon animator.
Yes.
And I've been practicing animation. If you guys didn't know.
Keep going.
I also have a little bit of experience here and there. Personally, it's just because of personal experience because I've been practicing by myself without taking classes of animation. So I understand about hand drawing and also digital drawing as well.
Digital has gone advanced ever since Toy Story in the movies.
Yeah.
I was using the software called Maya, and to be honest with you, Maya animation was easy to do, but you have to put up so much time and energy on the animation because the model kit is there. Your rigs are right there. You just gotta move it, and then you have to press K, and that is the keyframe. And it's like movement K, movement K, movement K. And I was like, oh my god, I hated that so much. So I appreciated doing that better than traditional, because traditional, I remember I bought like I think like a $50 of 1,000 papers that my teacher sold us.
Yeah.
And I would remember reducing the animation, including the cost and the time, to at least 10 minutes or so, or at least 50 pages, at least 50 pages.
Yeah.
And oh my god, the amount of work I had to do on the animation was terrible. Like, I would get bad. I would simplify my work very much.
So, what do you like about the film that your friend made?
Mainly the style was one of them. The dialogue was one of the good things, actually. It's not plain and boring like how we saw in most movies like these. And no CGI required. That's a good amount of that right there. The characters are one thing. The voice actors that play the characters are uniquely great. Because they're all unique and there's no one like someone special to do these voice acting. Nothing new and original. This is something their own that they made. And that's a good amount of work. Something new and different from the Hanna-Barbera movies. Because over the past decade since Scooby-Doo's been around, there's been multiple different criminals, scary monsters, and nothing of it. Most of them stayed and went. Most of them have changed throughout the years, don't you think? The puppet guy, he kind of freaked me out a little bit at first, because he reminded me a little bit. Do you remember watching the Batman cartoon series, the animated series, where it's a little puppet gangster controlled by a puppeteer? But I'm always thinking, who's the real bad guy? The puppeteer or the puppet? And I'm like, who is it then? Don't you think? Have you seen that?
I've never seen
the Batman animated.
I've never seen any Batman animated shows before.
Well, there's gonna be a picture right there. That's how I remember what it interpreted it to look like. But all in all, that's how I remember. It reminded me of that. The way how it plays out, it's pretty good actually. The styles and the colors are one thing, because you don't want something bland and boring. You?
I really like the storyline of the film. It's actually well planned out. It's actually well straightforward. It's not like where it throws you to loops over and over again, like those stupid movies, like where this happened, next you know, it'll go to this and that. Like it's like confusing about it. But this one is actually not that it's not confusing at all. It's actually pretty good, well planned out. The settings are actually pretty good. The characters is also well drawn as well, and also in his own style, which is awesome. And the voice, especially the voice acting. The voice acting, like, it's actually pretty good too. It's actually pretty decent than other voice acting I've ever seen ever.
What did you think about the ending?
The ending, well, it's like a cliffhanger.
I know. I was like, what the fuck? And then on Instagram, including Facebook, that he tagged me on, there's gonna be a part 2.
Part 2? Wow, it's gonna be 3 hours this time or 4 hours?
I hope it doesn't go over.
Because I want to know how long it took him to finish it.
Actually, I don't know how long he did it actually, because he sent me a bunch of messages of his updates and stuff. Mainly, I pay attention, but sometimes I keep forgetting within a day or two, because I'm always busy. But I think for this one, it took him like months. It has to be months. Because I believe because he does little short clips of the film, including clips of random skits.
Yeah.
He did that. But for the movie itself, I think it had to take him months. Because it's an animation, that's one thing. But it had to take you at least a couple of months to get this right. You had to get the dialogue. You had to get the script. You had to get the voice acting. You had to get the style of the animations moving at the time.
Yeah.
So I could have just imagined that this could take you at least a couple of months. Usually years, but for these guys, they did it within a few months.
Yeah, especially if they're like just not a big corporation or like a big company. They're like their own.
No.
Their own thing. They're like their own thing.
Yeah, and from what I could tell, he was using Photoshop, After Effects, and Premiere Pro, which
was it by himself that did everything, or did he have like other help?
I'm not too sure actually. I never actually told him or asked him any about that, but I'm pretty sure he at least had to have it do it himself, or he had to have a few friends to help him out. Mainly, I'm thinking since it's his own style, I think he would have to do it. I'm not too sure. I'm guessing at this point. but I could just probably guess it's one of the 50th%, like one of those two. It's not great how to work like that because trust me, I have done animations 3 years ago, and I hated it ever since. So that's why I'm doing digital media nowadays because they're easy to do. Even though you're still dealing with a lot of processing, but you're still having your freedom to do so.
Yeah.
So it's basically like what he's doing. He has his own freedom to do whatever he wants.
Yeah, that's true.
And from what I could tell, he only spent about $250 to make this movie. I don't know. I know half of the 100 because I think he does it as his own game. I'm not sure if it goes to the movie, but I'm pretty sure it has to go through the softwares that he has to pay for. Because I think it's like $100 or so a month or so, depending on what he's using.
Mm-hmm.
I know Photoshop and maybe After Effects, including Premiere, would have to do all that.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing this money must be going there. I'm not sure where does the rest go. I think he said about his personal stuff like lighting and building and all that. So I'm guessing that's where it goes. So the director, he said he's gonna go back to school somewhere in Los Angeles.
Okay.
Because after the shutdown of AI, he said that he couldn't find a job, so he said that he'd rather go back to school to get the job that he wanted.
I think I know what school he's planning to go.
Where's that at? Because I don't remember.
It's Cal Arts. It's California Arts.
Probably. That's actually...
It's like, I actually looked up to that school. I searched up like who graduated in there. And believe it or not, the creator of Regular Show and Fairy Odd Parents actually graduated from that school.
From there?
Yeah.
Holy shit, you learned something new.
Yeah, so like, if you're gonna go to that school, go for it. I heard there's a lot of good things about it. Plus, it won't shut down because it's actually being funded by the government.
Yeah, I regretted going to AI. The 3 years of my life and 3 years of money down the drain. And I hated it. I mean, ask me this, when was the last time I had a good sleep? Like, last time I had a good sleep? About 5 years ago. I still wake up randomly, and it's chaotic. So there's that.
Okay, so after we're done talking about what we like, what do you dislike about it? Like, what's your cons about it?
Mainly the mouth movement.
The mouth movement?
It kind of, no offense, dude, it kind of reminded me of Adult Swim, the Robot Chicken.
Oh, Robot Chicken.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of that. I mean, if you want to have as I was taught in animation, you have to make the mouth sound like it's the voice acting. And not like going all jagged edges, including... You gotta have some emotions into that. Still imagery is one thing. It's good, but it's only when it's necessary. You can't use it all the time.
Yeah.
Because you're just gonna have a flat person, flat area, and a flat character. You gotta have some 3-dimensional movement at least, or 2 dimensions at least. I think that's where animation is at right now.
Yeah.
So there's that. Voice acting is great, but you need to set the audio quite well. Sometimes you have someone that sounds like it's calling from Skype, or sometimes it has like the microphone, like one of those cheap headsets.
I really don't know like if he actually has to do that because, of course, like everyone, like people can't go to your house because, well, one, you might not have a vehicle, you might have no money, anything like that to go to that person's house who's actually doing the project. But I understand, but you have to do it one way or another. So
yeah, it's actually true. He said he would volunteer to do this whole Otaku Nerds Drago voice, which he's still up for. I just need to figure out when to finish the script.
Sometimes I'm up to voice acting too, because if you notice, like I practice voice acting a bit. I've been practicing not to talk like Irish and also talk like a pirate, and as a white surfer dude as well.
Maybe if he's watching this, he could probably ask you to do a little voice acting for any skits. Because I asked him, does he need me to do anything? He said sure, but lately there hasn't been anything. Probably because of me being busy.
I can give you a little tease of like how my Irish.
Alright, go for it.
Okay, so after talking about the video, I've really been studying about more animation, and plus how he gave me the sketchpad to practice on my Adobe animation as well.
You can show them.
Yeah, and it's right here. So I'm gonna be practicing a lot more animation, and I'm gonna be looking for voice actors as well. So if you're gonna be in my video and my own animation, I'm gonna be practicing a lot on more animation videos. But it's gonna be coming out really later.
Yeah, I seen his animations during the time he was when he did they were mostly good. They just need a lot more work.
Yeah, they were mostly good, but that's why I'm just like I'm a self-taught person. So okay, I'm done with the accent. Okay, because like sometimes I get stuck in that transition of that accent, and it's hard to go back to my regular accent. It's really hard to go one way or another because you get stuck in one, and it's hard to get back.
Yeah, I hear you. That actually happens to me all the time. Where you're saying one thing and then the other. Yeah, I kind of hate that kind of crap. It pisses me off.
Anyways, so my cons about the video is yeah the animation style, how how the movements are.
Mm-hmm.
It's like some of the movements are just still pictures. It's just pictures by itself, like no movements or anything. Of course, yeah, that's like the beginning way of animation. I don't know if he's a beginner or not, but that's the beginning way, which is good, which is like pretty decent because I mean you actually did something that I can do. Because for me, in my animation, I want to make it like for me for some reason I want to make it perfect, and then I want to make the movements like whoop 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 like the regular movements. But believe me, that takes time, lots and lots of time.
It would take, like I know him. I think me and him have the same major back then. I think. It was not easy, including when I was doing traditional animation all the time. I will spend over 10, 20, sometimes 50 hours to do one sheet of animation. And it will take a lot of my time. I mean, this is how it will be. I will get my board, which is like that one right there, get my sheet of paper, and just draw. And I'm like, and I also had to number them. I will number them to see where I left off. It's like, okay, that's 1. Okay, that's 50. That's 100. I'm like, and how many do I have to keep going? And then the hard part, because I don't think you're supposed to have these at home. I think you could, but that depends if you can afford it. It's one of those projection things where you put your sheet of animation one at a time, and there's a camera right here, and it's directly to your computer. You place it, take a picture, and then save it to your computer. Take a picture, and you have to do that 1,000 times or so.
You know what I noticed?
What?
We stopped talking about
the fucking movie.
No, sorry about that. We just got on the topic.
Oh no, is the damn thing still going?
Is it?
Yeah, we got like 8 minutes.
Okay.
Alright, you go.
So we just stopped talking about the movie, which our fault. My bad.
Our bad.
Our bad. We just got into the stories, and you know, like I said, animation just still pictures. That's my con. Another thing about the video is also that he has a lot of scenery parts. Like it shows like some scene and music as well. Plus the music wasn't quality enough, so it needed to be like a little louder. You could just he could have just downloaded the music to MP3.
Yeah, that's
and then
actually true.
Also import it as well. Also, like you said, the voice acting. Yeah, I mean, people can go to your house all the time just to.
Which is true, and I'm sorry for that. That if you guys are doing that, I think you guys should just like either plan something.
I mean, like if you guys can't plan anything, that's fine to do it. But like, you don't really have to try. But you could just do that if you want. You could have people go to a certain location, just record it. I know we're not like rich here, and we don't have studios enough to record professionally, but we gotta make what we have right now.
Yeah, like for me, I mostly do everything DIY and low budget. It is not good, but it's something. This is an $800 camera, and these lightings are basically my desk lamps, and they have a piece of papers to soften the light, and I'm using a little bit of natural light to go in. I would use the ceiling light, but you guys will look it will look a little orangey in here.
Yeah.
So I didn't want that.
But so far, the video is actually pretty good. I give it an 8 out of 10.
I give it a 9.5 out of 10.
For a fan video, it's actually pretty decent than other fan videos that you ever see. Like I know a lot of fan videos they would use like a website.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what's that website. It's like an animation website, but like the voice is computerized, which is horrible. Is horrible. And I know a lot of people will use Caillou in it for some reason.
I don't know why they would use that.
But like at the same time, you actually did something that not a lot of people could. I know I want to do animation video as well, but things happen. But you know, I'll be coming back soon. So, but still, if you want another voice actor, contact me. He'll probably put something in the description that has my information. Who knows? But good job. Good video. I like it.
Alright, well, I give the video should be, like you said, it should be in the movie theaters. But I don't know how would that work. Movie theaters are completely different. He did say he wanted to put like a projector or something like that. Yeah, do a projector.
There's a lot of what's it called, movie showing sometimes. Like there's like a lot of, I think there's like film festivals as well. Like if your film gets like a lot of views, certain amount of views and certain amount of like likes, then probably like actors, well, not actors, but like directors and other people who actually want to see it, and they would actually want you to go to their things. Like I know that some networks as well will show like, some networks will show like demos and projects of other people's animation on their channels, like saying like, okay, we're gonna be vote. Okay, you guys get to vote to who we could hire. So if you do that, you would have sent it to like let's say Cartoon Network or something, or Adult Swim or something. I don't know. Then you probably have a chance to actually work there.
Yeah, I don't know how that works because I never actually understood if that actually works.
Yeah, but like he can at least try.
Yeah, I know Jordan. He would do anything he can. I'm not sure that he wants to make money out of it or something like that, or get a job out of it. I'm pretty sure job wise, but money out of it, you're gonna need a little bit. No, it's not gonna work well. It's like YouTube wise. You can't even make money off YouTube.
Also, I noticed in the ending credits, you had Dr. Wolfula in there.
Oh yeah, Dr. Wolfula.
Like, how did you get him there?
He is one of my favorite YouTubers, actually.
He is one of mine too. I like his scary, like he reviews scary movies.
A lot of good horror movies. I'm surprised he has him in there.
I know. I was like, oh, that's Dr. Wolfula. Like, oh my god. Like, I know like, it's really hard to get big YouTubers like that to actually participate with you. It's really difficult to do that, but at least he did it. Like it was difficult for me to have some YouTubers in gamer chat, of course.
Yeah, that one. I remember you were going through a lot of hell with that.
Yeah, and but I actually did it. I actually got a lot of big YouTubers like Where's Barry, Sig Donnelly, and
John Ford.
And John Ford, and they're good YouTubers. But anyways. Good movie, like it. Hope I'm waiting for the second one. Like he said, he's planning to have a second one coming out, but not anytime soon. So
be on the lookout for that, guys.
And we're also gonna review that too.
Yeah. All right. This is I don't know what. So what movie you want to watch next? I have like a whole collection right here.
What's this?
Oh, that's Ernest. I got this at the dollar store, and it's like Ernest in the Army, Ernest to Africa, and I've been Jordan, you have Ernest Goes to Jail. Can I borrow that? Because that movie is fucking funny. Like the last part of the movie when he blew up, when the whole bomb blew up, he's like, I came, I saw, I got blown up. And he falls backwards. Like, I love that movie. I had to watch it again. It's so great.
Okay, let's watch it.
Well, I have more, actually. You know what? I gotta review this movie. It's been on my list for too long. The 98 Godzilla from the creators who created Independence Day. We gotta review this movie now.
Oh boy.
I already watched it 1,000 times, so fuck it. Alright, that's the end of this movie rental reviews. See you next time.
Peace out.
Thank you for watching Movie Rental Reviews. Here's our next video to review. See you next time.